to have the chance to make a short introduction into Charlotte Posenenske's work, who, as you perhaps remember, was one of the highlights of the last documenta. I have to thank two galleries. This is Gallery Freeman, New York, and Gallery Mehdi Chouakri from Berlin, and the publishers Hatje Kans, who edited this book. This is the first monography of Charlotte, just published about, I think, 1 week ago. To cut a long story short, Charlotte Posenenske had a program to come from the flatness of the picture, from illusionism, and of the picture to architecture. You see, this is very similar already to architecture. Her way was from the picture. Through the frame, you see a nice world. It's a kind of illusion to the reality of everyday life. This was her program, and when she finished this, she went to study sociology and stopped art. What you see here is one station on her way. These cardboard tubes are a system of 4 different types. 1, 2, 3, and this 4 types, which can be combined as you want. And this is the first very important thing. The things are from '67, that the people, the audience, the public participate in arranging and combining those pieces as they want. Second is to show the variability of a sculpture. This is no more a sculpture with a shape. You can, as you see by the screws, continue this so-called sculpture. You can build huge things like architecture. And this is the continuity. This is not a closed sculpture. You can continue it. And variability, as you perhaps remember, the elder ones remember this perhaps, it was one of the main revolution words in the '68 this time. So, now we want to change this little chaos, please, and we put these 2 basic upside down in the middle. These 2, and the other one, put it somewhere upstairs. Well, where's the photographer? There, okay. These are the cardboards, is the cardboard as it is in the store and as it is transported. And interesting is that you can blow it up like this and make huge sculptures. Okay. Well, this should be somewhere upstairs, but okay, we haven't so much place here. Okay, then we do the next one. Please, these, yes. This one, excuse me. Yeah, right. More to the door. More to the door. Yep. Well. Well, this should be fixed together with the screws, but we have not much time. We have to be very fast. And so if you go aside a little, you can see how big those sculptures are. I made some installations in the hangars of the airport Frankfurt, for instance. And there they are very little, very small. Okay. Then the next, let me see, excuse me. So excuse me, it's not finished. It's not finished. Now we have to put those two pieces together, and there we have to open the screws. Here. The other one. Yeah. Open the screws, please. No, here. Please, here. Okay. Haben wir es nicht richtig gemacht? Okay. So, wir haben es falsch gemacht. Ja. Just fix it. Yes, the room is very small. These sculptures were very radical in '67. On the way from, as I told you, from pictures to sculpture or to architecture, there are some stations between. First the picture, then she went over reliefs. You can see those reliefs in the two galleries. And then to those tubes. And then the next station are, as you can see in the book, so-called revolving vanes. These are vanes, door in the like a door, which you can change and you can move it. And the idea was to make art, and this was a very revolutionary idea, to make art usable. You could step through it. Also, these things are so big, if you build them, you can go through it. And this was extremely new, that you can enter art and stand on art. Just people were used to stand in front of art and admire art, but they could go in the middle and stand in it. May I help you?
No.
Geht es? Because, as you see, it takes some time, and people do not know how to do it first, and you have to make decisions. The idea is also that as a cooperation, you can't do it by yourself, not one person alone. You have to have helpers, and cooperation was also an idea of the time. These things are not made by the artist herself, but they are produced in a factory. And this was very up to date. Also minimal, the American minimal artists let their art produce in a factory. And the idea was that the artist retreats from being original and from being what is left is only the concept. All other things are made by the factory or, yes, or by helpers. Okay? Okay. Then we put it somewhere. Yeah? Okay. Well, somewhere. Somewhere. Can you put these things a little? Thank you very much. Well, what I should not forget is that these are, was heißt whole? Whole? Whole, okay. Well, there's nothing in it, and people can carry it around. Well, this is extremely interesting because this kind of monumentality is ironic. If you, for instance, think of Sarah, big, a great artist, or wie heißt der? Requiem, with stones and with steel, the things are solid and these are whole. This is ironic, of course. We have a picture here in the book where people run around with one of those pieces. They run around. Okay, next one. Naja. Ja. Okay. Please, then, excuse me, but unscrew this thing. Where in the middle? Yes. Yeah. Bitte? Well, when it was the first demonstration, people went into the holes. Yes, the children liked it very much, to hide themselves. Well, you see, it's really difficult because it's so the space is not. Okay. Das kommt da hinten dran. Ja. Okay. Nein, nein, hinten dran. Hier. Ja, hier. Can you help? Können Sie ein bisschen helfen? Well, the room is very, very small. One of the first big installation was after Charlotte Posenenske's death, which I made in the Frankfurt Großmarkthalle. This is where you can buy the well, meat and all what you ever want, and a huge building. And there we had great distances between the pieces. It was not so narrow as here. Those goddamn lamps, or what is this? I don't know. I hoped that it would be possible to put it away, but it isn't. Es ist sehr lieb, dass Sie das machen. Okay. I think we should perhaps put it here. It's okay. Okay? Okay. We finished. We put it over the lamp. Here. Yes. Here. Here. Okay. 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 Good. And this one.
Da oben ist auch noch ein Platz frei auf der zweiten.
Okay. Well, Charlotte Posenenske had many ideas about cooperation, its participation. Participation means screwing. You like it, I know. Okay. Wir ein bisschen reinschieben. Okay. Und das Ding hier weg, ja. Okay. And if you look at the pieces, the elements, you see, this is the biggest one. It's a Quader. What is a Quader? A Quader. And what's a Quader? A square. A square. And this one we call half square. And this piece is to make the transition from the square to the half square. And these is to change direction. These are fundamental in volume. This is the criteria, and this is half of it. And in direction. Volume and direction are two parameters. Okay. Then please, but this will not work because it is too small here. I suggest to leave that room and put it right there. Just these, please put them out. It's too small here. Just for 5 minutes. And also the other one, please. And if you like to see it, please come. Well, it's not my fault. Okay. Okay, very fine. Herbert, die sollen aneinander hier oben aneinander.